Oh no, there will be so much madness, madness, elephant madness, madness, so much madness.
Hello, welcome to another segment of Madalascar podcast. Today we have the owner of Diamond Mines and the owner of many businesses. And I'm glad to have you today. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I am glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. For the people that don't know you, please introduce yourself for the few of them that doesn't know you and your business here.
Okay.
Businesses.
Okay, so my name is Fatu Kabia. I am originally from Sierra Leone, West Africa. My dad brought us here in 2001, so we've been in Alaska for about 21 to 22 years. Sometimes you lose count. But I've been here for a while. I run about 3 businesses right now as it stands. I do own a janitorial business, which is my bread and butter. I've been doing that for about 8 years. And then I recently just started a Diamond Mines boutique, which is my passion that I have right now that I just love and adore. It's like my little baby, and I can't wait to watch it grow. And then I've just recently restarted my hair business as well, which I had when I was younger and is a passion that I have, and I love just making people feel beautiful.
That's a very nice story. By the way, you're very well spoken. African people, they. So tell us a backstory of how you got to get to Alaska in the first place.
Okay. So for us, my dad brought us to Alaska. So my dad worked for Senator Ted Stevens, and he had the opportunity to go get his children and bring us here. And back in 2001, Alaska was the #1 state, believe it or not, and I think it still was the #1 state to raise your children. So he brought us up here, and I thought that was a great idea. Sometimes we look at him a little bit sideways, especially this winter, considering how cold it was, but it's a wonderful state, and that's how we got here.
Definitely. You said Alaska would be one of the wonderfulest states to raise your kids. What would you say the snow, would you say that affects kids or help them?
The snow? Well, I think the snow definitely gives our kids and ourselves the ability to be able to focus a lot more on our passions and give us the opportunity to network and have kind of more of that small family feel to Alaska. A lot of people think the snow kind of inhibits us, but you kind of just gotta fall in love with it. You gotta be outdoorsy. You gotta do the activities as in the state that you're in. I mean, go outside, do something. I mean, try snowboarding or something like that. You might like it. Kids.
Definitely. Now, knowing that you are a business lady here and you've been doing business for almost a decade now here. Now, take us through your beginnings of starting the business. What was going through your mind when you started your first business? How was that for you?
So my first business I got into a really physical business, and I would say janitorial was my first real business because that's the first business that I did as an adult. So that's when I knew that I really had to get to my bag. I really had to, take care of responsibilities, and I really had to make my business make sense. So because it was very physical, it was a lot of work. And nobody's gonna want just a random stranger in their home. So for me, it was that the mission to break that stigma and to get my name known and to get the trust out there for me to be able to get new clients, to be able to gain, that clientele and to gain that popularity and that momentum. So it was hard. It was definitely hard. I mean, we cleaned places that I don't think anybody should ever have to clean. But when you're starting your business in the industry, sometimes you take what you can get until you gain that reputation to where now it's like we still do clean anything. We will clean the places that nobody should clean because that's our job. But we do get more of a momentum and more clients coming in. So it's hard, but you got to stick with it. If you stick with it, it'll work out.
Definitely. Now, starting with the janitorial business, How is that? Would you say that was challenging for you, knowing that you will be doing mostly cleaning and that is not what most of your mates that you move with do?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, let's say most of the people you grow up with probably want to have a regular 9 to 5 job or somewhere that is classy, but you went against that and started a business that made sense. But in many people might say, oh, she's a janitor. How would you take that?
Right, I get that, and I make jokes about it all the time. I'm a janitor. That's what I do. But janitorial is really an industry that people overlook because they really don't know how much money is in it, and that's something that's kind of like judging a book by its cover in a sense, okay? But I love cleaning. I enjoy the feeling that I feel when I know that I did that and I can see something go from start to finish. And then if you want to look it up, look it up. All I know is I don't want to go too much into it, but we do make a lot of money in this industry. If you do it right and if you market your business right, you will get it there.
What were some of the challenges you faced starting the business? Where would you say is places that if you would have gone back and do it again, you would avoid those?
Man, I think that when it comes to business, if I didn't go to the places that I went to and I didn't do the things that I did and take the certain steps that I took, my business would not be as successful as it is now. So I don't think there's any place that I wouldn't have gone. I don't think there's anything that I wouldn't have done. I think that I am where I'm at because of all the choices and all the things that I've done in business. So I don't regret any of the decisions. I think I love the growth that I've made. It's made me grown personally as a person, because if you don't grow personally as a person, your business will never grow in itself. So it's definitely a learning experience, and I enjoy it. So yeah, I don't regret none of it.
Is there any challenges being a black businesswoman in Alaska?
Oh yeah. I mean, for me, it's, and I think for all of us, is we all struggle with just the regular day-to-day of doing everything by yourself. I'm a single mom of 2 kids. I own several businesses, so I tend to have that I do everything on my own kind of an attitude. But because we do have such a great community here and everybody does help each other out, it definitely does make it a lot better. But we all do go through struggles like the bills can get out of hand sometimes, especially as a business owner. I don't know where they come from, but but the mailman just keeps putting them in my box, okay, and they need to be paid. So it definitely does get challenging at times, but it's rewarding. It's rewarding if you keep at it and you don't quit and you keep persisting at what you love to do, and especially if you love doing it and you love how it makes you feel, you'll definitely keep pursuing it until it comes out into something.
Definitely. We see you've been striving in business. To actually have one business and maintain it is very difficult, talk less of having 2 or 3. Tell us, what is the balance? How do you find the balance in balancing those businesses?
I mean, balancing it is just figuring out what comes first and figuring out what's investing in what and what the number one priority is, and just working it that way. For me, I love diamond mines. It is my passion right now that I will do whatever I can to push it out there, because I think it's something that's definitely needed in the community right now. But as far as my cleaning business, say if I was lacking an employee and I had to work for my cleaning business, I would go to work until I found a replacement, which I have not mastered the art, but I have gotten used to the art of, if it's needed, it has to happen. So you just have to find the right balance of figuring out what comes first and just putting your priorities straight.
Definitely. Now with Diamond Mines, starting it, what idea, what strike the match in your mind to go this direction?
So I wanted to make clothes ever since I made my first set of uniforms for Diamond Janitorial. And ever since I was a kid, I was that kid that was always sewing clothes. I was that kid that was always, putting things together, because I just had my own mind of what I wanted things to look like, and what kind of fashions that I wanted. So this for me was just something that I've been thinking of for the last 5 years. And when my janitorial company started to actually settle and kind of normalize a little bit there, I thought it was just time for me to kind of hop into another venture and do something else that was going to make me happy.
Definitely. What would you say is differentiates your brand from other brands?
It is my brand. It is cute. It is sexy. It is sassy. It gives you just a little bit of attitude. It's everything. It's that outfit that somebody's gonna look at when you walk into a room and be like, it's cute. It just makes you an individual, and I love it. I don't know, it makes me speechless, and that's kind of what we're going for in Alaska, kind of the lower 48 vibes up here, something that you can wear out to church if you need, something that you can wear to the club, something that you can wear, everyday wear, classy, casual things while you're living your everyday life.
Definitely. I also noticed that you are very smart in the way you do the business. You kind of cater to the weather too. I've noticed when it was cold, you have outfits for the people that they can wear with fur inside that I actually really like. So where do you kind of get ideas of your brand going forward from now?
So my brand going forward is going to be catering to what the people are looking for, what we want to wear up here, not only up here in Alaska, but nationwide as well. But we really want to cater to ourselves up here. So it was really, really cold this year. So ahead of time, I hate being cold. I'm always freezing. Okay. I wanted to have some sweatsuits that were really thick, like just really thick that, were kind of windproof in a sense. And I thought of why not have some with fur on the inside. So fur on the inside of the pockets, fur on the inside, of the hoodie, fur all throughout, including the pants. So I just wanted wanted kind of sort of like a jacket that didn't look like a jacket. So like you will see me walking inside Walmart in just like my pink hoodie set with the fur on the inside, and people be looking at me like I'm crazy because it's negative 21 degrees outside. But I'm not crazy. I'm good. I'm warm. Okay. And if they were to get one, they would be warm too.
Definitely. Now with business and things going on, why should people shop with you other than shopping with the big businesses?
Because you want to shop local. I mean, when you're shopping with big business, it's not doing anything for the community. It's not doing anything for us here in Alaska. And it's you want something that's individual. So the way my boutique is set up is we only order a little bit of inventory for a little bit of everything. So you're not going to find, a whole bunch of people out at the store wearing your stuff, or out at church wearing your stuff, or out at the club wearing your stuff. We have individual stuff, and once it's gone, it's gone. We want to keep getting more inventory, so we have a mix of style. So you want to support your community. I love shopping local. I try to support as much of my community as I can to keep the money going around the same table, because we gotta support each other.
Definitely, that's definitely needed, especially in this community in Alaska, that people are not coming together. But I feel like the black community, not even only the black community, majority of the people, because Alaska is very diverse. You mingle with a lot of different people. How is it getting to work with other businesses if you have got to do that yet?
Working with other businesses is amazing. I love working with other businesses, more so than working with individual people. And the reason why I would say that, not that I do not like working with individual people, I love working with individual people as well. The only difference is when you're working with businesses more, they've been through the struggle, they understand the difficulties that other business owners go through. So you're more prone to get like an understanding from another business if we're say, hey, the weather is really bad outside, my cars can't make it out today, so we're not going to be able to make it. So those, when you're working with businesses, it's more of an understanding because they've been there before. They're like, hey, we're probably going through the same thing, or that's fine. We can reschedule as per se, dealing with a regular consumer who they might have plans going on and more like, hey, I need this done at this day at the scheduled time. So working with businesses is amazing. I enjoy it. I love it. I would love to get like some more of my apparel into like the gyms and stuff like that because we got a lot of gym exercise sets and stuff like that, and see if we can partner with one of these businesses. So yeah, working with businesses is amazing.
What would you say in the form of small business terms in Alaska? What would you say would help from the government in terms of what they could do to further small businesses and give them a chance to become big business?
I think some funding would be great in Alaska. I have not really looked into a lot of it, and as much as I've looked into it, it kind of makes it really, really hard for startup businesses to get funding. So that would be amazing. A little bit of extra cash would be awesome.
Definitely. And for somebody watching this and saying, wow, I love this and I would like to get into something like this, what would your advice be to them?
I would definitely say if that's your passion and that's what you want to get into and you love it, don't let nothing stop you. Do what your heart desires, but just be ready to put in that hard work for that dream because you get out of it what you put in it.
How did you manage to maintain a business for this long? And what is the secret behind it for you?
Just busting your butt. It's really just about busting your butt and being very disciplined and just knowing what needs to be done and getting it done. There's really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to grow with your business as a person. Sometimes that means habits need to change. That means, routines need to change. Schedules need to change. So you have to move with how you want your business to grow. If you're not growing as a person, your business isn't going to grow with you. It's going to outgrow you, which in due time it's not going to survive. So you definitely do have to grow with your business or you're not going to be able to sustain it.
Being a business lady, would you say that stemmed from family? Was it parents that were into business?
Oh, yes. It stems from my workaholic dad and my workaholic mom. So my mom has a master's, my dad has several PhDs, and he's a professor, and he works at several universities and works at several foundations in Alaska. And also he builds like churches and wells and compounds in Africa and just helps so many people out. So it's always them that inspire me to just work and just take care of family, because if they work so hard to bring us here, then why waste that opportunity? It's just it inspires me to be able to get up every day and make a difference.
Definitely. Now, knowing that your parents are African and probably grew up in a different time than this generation, what would you say is one thing that's difficult for you getting them to understand that is new in this generation?
So, man, are they gonna watch this? Well, I think that I think my parents they're really modern. So I think that because they have modern kids. So they work really hard, I think, to understand their kids. There's always a book out there you can read. There's always something that, you know, you can do to understand your kids better, learn the lingo, watch a YouTube video. So I think they do the best that they can to understand us. Of course, there's always going to be, you know, little tips here and there, you know, but I think the one thing is them just understanding that as their kids, we're growing up, but we still need them, you know, a little bit. But yeah.
Definitely. Now, transitioning, being a mother that have to fetch for the kids and bring food home, would you say that's part of your motivation that keeps you going and hungry? And explain why that is.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, let's say
like,
you know that if you don't work, your kids don't get to eat.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely, 100%. It is one of the sole things that drive me is my children, and just knowing that if I don't work and if I don't get up and go get it, nobody else is going to for them. There's nobody else that runs this, that, you know, that makes this operation work but me. So it definitely does make me more disciplined and makes me a little bit more, you know, very straight to the point and very, you know, down to business. Sometimes I would love to be fun and, you know, just enjoy life at times, but it definitely gets it like straight down to the point, just because there's, you know, so much to keep everything going.
Definitely. If you was given a role of being a community leader today in this community, what is some things that you would change for the good?
I think the things that will change for the good is just have more of a community field. We need more activities for the kids to do. You know, we need them to be able to, you know, learn how to, you know, get acquainted with each other. I think our kids are really far away from each other right now just because of the fact that, you know, they don't have much of activities to do. There's not a lot of after school things to get into. We definitely do need to have more resources available. I know we have a lot, but we do need more of them. So yeah, there is definitely a lot of things that can be done. It would be great to hear what the community is suffering from, and kind of hear more of what they need and what's missing out there. That's definitely something that I'm out of touch with, just because I do work so much and I have so much going on with the kids and trying to build my businesses, that I would definitely love to get out there more and kind of try to see where I can help out and where I can fill in.
Definitely. Now, being in Alaska for a while, describing Alaska to somebody else that haven't been there before, how would you describe it?
It's a really nice place. Alaska is really nice. The people are nice. The community is great. We take care of each other. It's great to raise your kids. So it's cold. So you gotta kind of like the cold. But if you dress for the weather, it's not something that you'll have a problem with.
What is the one thing that you would say you love about this state? You can't get over it.
When you've built your community, and that's what I love about this state, is once you have something, unless you take it away from yourself, nobody can take that away from you. You know, so as long as you have put in your hard work and you have done the work and you have, you know, you have disciplined yourself and you've grown with it, I think it's something that nobody can take away from you. And that's what I love about Alaska. I've heard a lot about people having hard times starting elsewhere, but I think this state is great at, you know, if you've messed up one time and you really want to change your life, they will give you a shot. They will give you an opportunity. And I love that about here.
Definitely. Alaska is definitely a state like that. Now, let's say somebody is out there that loves your work and would love to sponsor or collaborate. What would you say is certain fields that you would need help in, or would be very good to join hands?
Ooh, yes. I would love to join hands with some collaborators and get you guys in these clothes. I want you to, rep these clothes, tell, your viewers, or, collaborate with me and see what you like about them. Come look at the space, come look at the things that we have. We are starting out small, but, with your help and with your collaboration, we can get it to where we can grow it, and we can get it, nationwide, statewide. We can get everybody to know about it and kind of get their style up a little bit.
Definitely. We love what you're doing here. And with the clothes, we notice now when many people are starting businesses like this, they tend to have prices that are high enough to the point that they are thinking of how to make money from it. But we notice with your businesses and the stuff, your prices are very affordable. Why is it like that?
My prices are very affordable because we have to be affordable in the day and age that we're at right now. I don't want to chop your arm off. I don't want to overcharge you for anything. I want to charge you just how much it is. I don't want to overcharge you for something that we're already being overcharged for in life. Life's already hard enough. Good clothes shouldn't be overpriced, and that's what the brand is. Because we're already dealing with so much, and we're dealing with so much pressure, and we've come out on top and we've become these gems. We need to dress ourselves as such, and it shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg. So we have nice, beautiful, stylish clothes at affordable prices. We're just eating the shipping charge for you. So forget Temu, forget Shein, forget all those guys. You guys need to shop local and just know that you can get it right now. You don't gotta wait for that shipping.
Definitely. Like just like us, love that stuff. You love what you're doing. We see it. You're doing beautiful stuff. You have 3 businesses that been going on. Obviously, if you can maintain a business for more than 5 years, you are doing something very awesome. And this is Fatu of Diamond Mines. Is there anything you would like your supporters and the people that love your beautiful work to know?
I just want you guys to know that we are having a St. Patrick's Day sale right now. We do have a new drop. We have some new things that have just arrived this week. Go online at www.diamondmines.store. Okay, we are not .com. We are .store because we want you guys to know. We want you guys to know that it is a store, and we want you guys to shop. We are also on TikTok at Diamond Mines Boutique, on Instagram, on Facebook. We are everywhere, so you can follow us everywhere. We have special deals that are going on all the time. So yeah, look out for us.
Definitely. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here today to have to see this beautiful store. And that's it for you guys. Like I said, this is all about bringing businesses and people of value to our community that is trying to make a change. And there you have it. That was Diamond Mines. Fatu.
Thank you.